Hello, welcome back to PixelPia. Today, I'm going to continue with what we talked about last week, and that is ChatGPT. This is just a short little break in my series about RedBubble. But I had a very interesting conversation with ChatGPT on how I should continue my series about RedBubble. And I thought it was actually worth sharing with you. As I said, in this specific case, I use my videos about RedBubble as a reference. But you can use this method for anything, not just for video creation. You can have a conversation like this about the next week's meal schedule if you want to set up your meals for the week and want to have certain nutritional components and whatever else you can think about. It's a very interesting way of using ChatGPT. I will not show all of the answers, but I will stop on a few and point out some things. But if you really want to see all of this conversation, I will have a link down in the description where I have copied the whole conversation. In my first question, I asked what would be a natural continuance of my series about RedBubble for beginners when I have already done these videos. And then I copied and pasted all video titles I have done so far. Right away, ChatGPT gave me 10 suggestions, all of which I could actually use. And as a follow-up question, I said, which of these have the highest search results? And the answer is, I'm an AI language model. I don't have the ability to see search results. However, the title with the highest search results will depend on many factors, such as the current search trends, competition, and relevance of the title to the audience. The best way to optimize your titles for search results is to use keywords that accurately reflect the content of your video and are commonly searched by your target audience. Additionally, keep the titles concise and informative while making sure they are engaging and appealing to potential viewers. I then asked what content I could include when it came to 3 specific titles that ChatGPT has suggested. I got very good answers. In these answers, when I looked at them, I got an idea for another topic that could be a potential follow-up video. So I asked ChatGPT for some ideas of titles and content about finding trends on RedBubble. My next question was, let's say that I do this video about trend, what would the best choice of next video be? And I really liked this answer. Logical next video after RedBubble trend spotting, how to stay ahead of the game, could be how to incorporate trends in your RedBubble designs, a step-by-step guide. And then several ideas about content I could have in that video. Then I had a clear idea of 2 videos that I would probably like to do. So now I went back to a more general question and I got 4 ideas that was okay, but not what I'm interested in doing right now. But I will save them for a later point. So now I am pretty sure that my next video in my series will be about trend spotting. And then how I can incorporate those trends in my design. I then asked, considering the initial 9 videos and adding RB trend spotting and how to incorporate trends in your RB design, would that be the right place to switch to videos about other print on demand, or is there any important information for beginner sellers on RedBubble that I have missed? And this answer was very interesting. The answer, and I will go through the whole answer here. Whether to switch to videos about other print-on-demand, PODs, platforms depends on the focus of your content series and the goals you have for your channel. If your goal is to provide comprehensive information on the use of RedBubble for beginner sellers, then it may be important to cover additional topics relevant to that platform before switching to other POD platforms. And some potential topics you could cover include how to optimize product placement and pricing strategies, advanced features and tools offered by RedBubble such as sales and performance tracking, tips and tricks for designing products that sell well on RedBubble, and exploring the RedBubble community, including forums and groups, to find inspiration and connect with other artists. If you have covered all the essential information for beginner sellers on RedBubble, then switching to other POD platforms could be a good idea, as it would provide a more comprehensive understanding of the POD market and help your audience make informed decisions about which platform is right for them. I just got more than what I expected in this case. I asked if this was a good point in my series to switch, and I really got an answer that made me thinking, what is my goal with this series? What is it I want to achieve? And am I there yet? And I got these examples of topics that I might want to cover before leaving the thoughts about the series about RedBubble. So now, what is my conclusion after all this? In my opinion, ChatGPT is an excellent tool for creating ideas in my mind. Not to just spit out things that I should write or make videos about or create. It's more about helping me structure my thoughts and ideas. It is important when using ChatGPT to know how you formulate your question. And the more you use it, the more you learn how to ask questions to get answers that you really want. I also like that it is like having a conversation. ChatGPT, remember what you said earlier, and you can build on that. It just expands the thought, and that's why I thought this longer discussion, especially with the last question about if this was the right point in time to stop my series, was so interesting. It took in everything I had asked about during this whole conversation and gave me something to really think about. But of course, there are things that's not too great. One thing is that today it only goes up to 2021. I don't know when and if we will see it be a real-time conversation where it actually have all access to all the information that is out there online. It is an AI, artificial intelligence. So the answers are not written really in human conversation language, in the human tone of language. It's definitely not written in my tone of language. I think one of the biggest mistakes people do is copy what ChatGPT said, no matter if it's writing a blog or creating a video or whatever you are doing, and use it as is. It is a starting point, no matter what you are using it for, but you have to transform it to be in your language. Also remember, do your own research and fact check. Don't take for granted that the information you get is 100% correct. for me going forward and continue my tutorials about RedBubble. I will use a couple of ideas that I got from this conversation. And my next video will be about trend spotting on RedBubble. And I will follow that up with how to use those trends for your own artwork. After that, I'm not sure where I will move on, but I will continue to have a conversation with you, my audience. And I hope if you have ideas and thoughts that you will leave them down below so we can have a conversation. I will talk with friends and I will continue to have conversations like this one with ChatGPT to just have someone that can help me sort my own thoughts and test ideas with. I hope this video helped you. Next time we will be 100% back to talk about RedBubble. Until then, bye.